a lot of people that help you along the way to the closing table, and I want to make sure you understand who those people are and what roles they play in your purchase. So let's get into the 8 people who should be on your home buying team.
I need a house in the hills that come with a deck and a grill. So all of my niggas we've been cooking for real. I gotta get back to the real. We gotta get back to the field. The straw my people is looking up still. Said I need a house in the hills that come with a deck and a grill.
As always, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell over there to help the channel grow and help spread the knowledge to other buyers. The first person on the list will be the lender. The lender is the person who will be your primary contact at the mortgage bank. The lender's job is to prepare and pre-approve you to be able to purchase a home. They will collect your income documents like your taxes, your W-2s, your pay stubs and bank statements. They'll run your credit, and they will assess your debts as well in order to provide you with a letter, the pre-approval, that tells you your purchasing power. The lender doesn't do everything in regards to your loan, and once you're under contract, it'll bring us right up on the next 2 people on the list, which is the processor and the underwriter. The processor is kind of like the middleman between the lender, the underwriter, and you. The processor will handle getting your file in order and getting it ready to be handed over to the underwriter. This will include the information about the property and you. You will first hear from the processor usually a day or 2 after your contract is submitted for underwriting. From there, they will be in touch to ask you about a new document requests and estimates along the way. Next on our list is the underwriter. No one speaks with the underwriter except the processor and lender. They're kind of like a mythical creature. If your lender and processor are getting on your nerves, asking for a lot of documents, asking what this is, where did this money come from, and so on and so forth, it's probably because the underwriter is asking them to ask you for more information. The underwriter has the final say-so to approve or deny your purchase. Next on the list is your realtor. We'll just say it's me because I'm a realtor. Of course, using a realtor is optional, but highly suggested, and not just because I'm a realtor. Realtors know the process. We know the market. We help handle purchases and home sales for a living, and that experience is invaluable, especially when things get sticky. Your realtor is the one who helps you find a home, help you write the terms of the contract and offer, help you navigate through repairs, appraisals, and negotiations with the seller throughout the whole process. Be sure to find a realtor that you trust and listen to their advice. This is important because at times hard conversations are needed where the expectations and the market just don't align. And it's easier to understand where your realtor is coming from if you already have that trust base from the start. Typically, the charge for a realtor for a buyer is free, although there are some that do have a small admin fee for record keeping. Such, for example, my company has a $199 admin fee, which depending on the kind of loan you have can be waived. Next will be the listing agent. The listing agent is the agent who works for the seller. Their main job is to get the seller the best terms, money, as possible. The listing agent and you will not talk directly. Instead, your realtor will be the middleman between the listing agent and the seller. If you're wondering how both of the realtors get paid, the seller actually pays the listing agent a commission to sell their home, and the listing agent in turn gives your realtor a portion for bringing the buyer. Moving right along, next we have the home inspector. The home inspector is an independent contractor that you hire to look over your home for defects. The typical cost of a home inspector is between $250 and $800 depending on the size of the house, and items such as a crawl space or pools may have extra charges. Now, the home inspector is not a specialist at any one system. Instead, they're trained on a wide variety of things in order to find malfunctions across a wide variety of systems. Some items they find defects in, they'll tell you exactly what needs to be fixed, but on more complex items, they may ask you to hire a specialist to diagnose what exactly the issue is. Those items that you may need a specialist for will typically be your HVAC, your water heater, the foundational plumbing. Moving right along, we'll go to the appraiser. The appraiser is hired by the bank in order to ensure that the home you are purchasing is worth the amount of money that they are lending to you to purchase it with. The bank is not able to pick and choose exact appraisers. For each property, the bank will enter the job into a portal. Inside the portal, appraisers will bid on jobs, and then one is automatically assigned. This is done to keep banks from picking and choosing exact appraisers who lean things toward their liking. The appraiser will determine the value of the house and return the appraisal to the bank, who will then share it with you. Typically, the fee for appraisers is around $500, which you will pay. Lastly, you have the closing attorney or title company. This is who handles your closing. The closing attorney handles all the legal paperwork in order to ensure that the home is transferred into your name. They also transfer funds from you and your bank to the seller. The closing attorney also holds your title insurance for as long as you own the house. You will speak with their office only a few times before closing, but largely most of their work is done in the background. Their fees can vary and are a part of what makes up your closing expenses. Well, it looks like we have come to an end here. If you have found any of this information helpful, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see the future videos, and hit that bell over there to be notified right away. It's a lot of people that help you get to that closing table, and I hope that this helps you understand who those people are, and if anything comes up, you'll know who to speak with along the line. I'm Preston Williams, and I'm out.